If nobody's buying your products or your services, it's because you're ignoring one simple rule. It's that simple, but trust me, 99% of business owners and copywriters actually ignore it. People only buy your products or your services for two simple reasons. First, they want to get a reward, or second, they want to avoid the pain. That's it. That's the name of the game. Let me say it again, because this is very important. Every human being on earth is either chasing something they want or running away from something they hate. You started business because you were broke, you were stuck in a job you don't like. That's running away from something you hate. Also, something you want is making a lot of fucking money so you don't have to work one of those jobs again and you can stop being broke. If your copy is only talking about your product or your service and not tapping into one of those two motivators, you're literally just typing words. Let me give you an example. Most coaches say stuff like, hey, whenever you get my workout programs, you're going to get 12 workouts, you're going to get 4 meal plans, and you're also going to get weekly check-ins with me. That's cool and all, yeah, but nobody cares. And the reason that nobody cares about this is because it's only features, it's not feelings. Instead, try saying stuff like, whenever you sign up for my coaching, we're gonna finally help you drop that stubborn belly fat so you feel like a beast every single time that you look at your 8-pack in the mirror. Now I'm playing with those feelings. I'm now targeting those emotions. I'm telling people like, hey, you're gonna feel confident, you're gonna look better, and I'm low-key hitting a pain. That frustration of the fat not going away despite endless efforts. And every time you write a sentence, you have to ask yourself, is this helping them gain something they really want? Or is this helping them escape something that sucks? Is this helping them get that six-pack? Are they gonna stop feeling ashamed every single time they take their shirts off? And if the reason is not, you need to delete it. You need to rewrite it in a way that it actually makes sense. I'm gonna give you a cheat code that you can use whenever you're stuck. This product helps you finally blank so you can. This nutrition plan helps you finally eat the right meals so you can shred 8 pounds of belly fat in the next 60 days. Or if I'm targeting the pain, these products help you stop blank so you never have to blank again. This nutrition plan helps you stop overeating so you are never overweight again. I'm talking directly to the pains, to the emotions, to the desires. Let me explain why this works. This is the way we are wired. This has happened over 100,000 years ago. This happened when we were kids as well. You clean your room because you didn't want to get yelled at. Probably you were afraid that your mom would walk upstairs and kick your ass. Or you just cleaned your room because you wanted a cookie, you wanted an ice cream, aka you wanted that reward. And that same thing happens today. We never grew out of that. We just started buying courses, coaching, skincare, Teslas, Bugattis, whatever, but the brain stayed the same. Whenever your brain anticipates that reward, it releases dopamine, aka our motivation chemical. Dopamine is not about the reward itself, but the drive to go after that dreamed result. It's not about making $10,000 a month. It's about you trying to get those 10K, because whenever you think about losing weight, making $10,000 a month, then your brain is going to start generating the dopamine that's going to help you or motivate you to do whatever it is that you want to do. So I don't know if this has happened to you, that you're in bed watching TikTok or Instagram and you suddenly see one of these motivational reels and you were sleepy, but now you're not. It's 3 a.m., but you just want to wake up and do like 100 push-ups. It's because of the same thing. It's not about you getting that thing, but just the thought of you doing the thing. So for you to be able to trigger this dopamine, use the system to finally grow your glutes and feel confident at the beach. Or this is the system that I use to go from absolute broke, counting pennies to eat, to now making over $100,000 per month. And I'm going to show you how you can do the same in no time. I'm playing with those emotions, with those feelings. And now my readers or my viewers' brain will go like, oh, I want that. I want the same thing because I just released that dopamine. The brain is also obsessed with avoiding loss, danger, pain, embarrassment, and social rejection. Your amygdala triggers one of these threats. Even if it's just a social or emotion, it gives you anxiety, it gives you the urge to run away, or just that motivation to fix the problem. And so that's why headlines like, why your squats are destroying your knees, or you're probably doing this wrong and that's why you're not growing, or avoid this brutal mistake if you want to get your offers, clients, whatever it is. That's the reason they work so well, because they trigger that pain. Now that you know how this works, I'm going to tell you where this comes from. I'm going to do it very fast. Just don't click off. Just give me a minute. Let's assume 100,000 years. Your brain evolved during a time where survival was the only goal, right? So imagine our ancestors were motivated by two core things: get resources to survive and to reproduce. That was our only goals. But also there was going to be a punishment, avoiding those threats that could kill them: mammoths, jaguars, anything. Believe it or not, your modern brain is still an ancient hardware. It still reacts to social media, sales pages, and gym mirrors as their survival threats or tribal rewards. So when you trigger either like a status, success, confidence, attraction, or a potential loss like a pain, rejection, a failure, or being stuck, not making money, whatever it is, you're tapping into that 100,000 years of behavioral programming. If you want to write copy that makes you rich with your products and your services, you need to speak to one or both of these forces. Imagine walking into the gym and turning heads. This is how my client added $5,000 per month in just 30 days. You'll feel stronger, leaner, and finally proud of how you look. You can also use those punishments. If you don't fix this, you'll never get a thick ass. This mistake is secretly killing your squat progress. Here's why your content isn't giving you 3K month clients. The pain is always gonna be more powerful than the actual reward. Don't just talk about the features and then just try to sound smart. Once you tap into the reward or the punishment system, that's how you're gonna be able to make thousands, if not millions of dollars. The best copy mixes both. Most people are working their ass off and still not seeing growth. This solution I'm about to give you fixes that and gets you measurable gains in only 6 weeks. Everything that your clients do or don't do comes down to one of two things. First, they're trying to get a results that excite them, or they're trying to avoid a problem that's stressing them. And trust me, this is not a marketing trick. Marketers actually understood that this was part of your biology, and if you can understand your human nature, then you have the power to print money, basically. And so your brain is wired to chase dopamine and avoid danger. If your messaging doesn't hit one of those switches, it won't feel urgent, it won't feel real, people won't buy, people won't sign up for your coaching, people won't sign up for your copywriting services, people won't buy shit. If you learned something useful today, just subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.